Hello and welcome to White Men Can't Pod. I'm your host Ryan, and it's been a while, but they're back. They're back in studio. It's Bill and Wally.
Hi.
We're here.
You are here.
We
In
are
person.
Here. In person.
In-person podcast. It's been a while. September. I haven't seen you since September 12th. In person.
That's more than 2 months.
That was the last
It's
time.
really been
September 12th was the last podcast we did in person because of
okay.
various COVID exposures.
Yeah.
That's right.
First, we had COVID, then Wally gave COVID to Bill.
I had no
He did.
such
purpose.
thing.
He used like a dropper and
He
just
did something.
put it all over his house.
It got me.
And Wally,
After 3 years, it got me.
a deer hit Wally's car,
Yep, fucking deer.
and here we are. It's
People kept asking me, "Oh, was the deer all right?" I'm like, I don't know, but I hope not. Like, fuck that deer.
I hope not. It's episode 17 of White Men Can't
Is
Pod.
that where we're at?
17. Yeah. This time we're here to do Bend It Like
No, that doesn't check
Beckham.
out.
Are you sure?
I think, because what didn't I start?
I don't know. Thought
I
it
feel
was
like we were
17.
at like either 16 or 19.
Sure. I think it's 17.
I don't know.
I don't know.
We are on
Does it really matter?
number 16.
Aha.
It's 16 right now?
This is number 16. Yes.
Are you sure?
Positive?
Did you
I'm
do
looking at-
episode 0?
Maybe. Maybe that's
Oh,
why.
okay.
16. Whatever. It doesn't fucking matter. It's
Let me know when you guys want to start.
Bend It Like Beckham. Yeah, we're starting. Fuck you. It's Bend It Like Beckham. Two ambitious girls, despite their parents' wishes, have hearts set on careers in professional soccer, aka footy.
Had never seen this.
Had never seen this either.
Had never seen it either.
Again, we watched it because it was like number 10 on my list of soccer movies, and none of them were available.
Yeah, it's hard
But
to find soccer movies. Yes.
I found this to be a good movie that was very frustrating to watch.
Yeah.
There's
I
good
guess.
parts. I got to be honest. When you put this out there, I was like, oh, fuck. I don't want to watch this.
Yeah.
I don't care about David Beckham.
Well, neither do they.
Yeah. Because they didn't even have the real David Beckham at the end. That wasn't
Nope.
even him.
Oh, that wasn't
No.
him?
That wasn't even him.
No, there's no way.
He's in the very beginning when they're showing a clip of him actually playing soccer.
Yeah, but it's like, a TV clip.
Yeah,
It's not
it's
actually,
not
in the
actually him.
movie.
Yeah.
And this movie turned out to be a lot better than that. So I was pleasantly
Yeah.
surprised that it was not terrible. So Bend It Like Beckham. How'd you first see it? We just saw it. Box office game, you got it?
I sure got it.
All right, go ahead.
So what's interesting here is this movie debuted for us here stateside in March of 2003. It came out 11 months earlier in the UK. So it had to have like a good run there before they released it here.
Okay.
So we'll start with the budget as we do.
Mm-hmm.
Now, David Beckham, they had a fake David Beckham, so count that in your money.
Who has to go first?
This
These-
one does matter.
Yeah, these ones we just
18 million.
for this budget. It did look pretty low budget.
Oh,
But you had Keira Knightley, and I feel like she was rising at the time.
I think this is like her first
Rising.
movie, though, isn't it?
I don't know. She's in it, and the other one, Jonathan Rhys-Meyer, did some things. He was in.
Why
stuff.
do I know him?
Yeah.
I know this guy. Is he in like Twilight or something? Why do I know this guy?
He was in stuff that I've never seen. Like he played a main character in one of the British like monarchy ones.
All right. Well, budget. What do you got for a guess?
I don't know. Maybe. Would you say you said 18?
I said 18.
I
Oh
go.
no, did I just
I'll go
do
10. Oh, we're over.
You're both over.
That's real bad.
9.
Give me $1.
Well, I guess that was a mistake.
Wow, you win.
Yeah, that was a big mistake. Wow.
5.6 million. That's
oh my
it.
God.
So now on a $5.6 million movie, how much did they make?
It's got to be decent.
50 mil.
51 million.
Bastard.
Oh, wow, dirty. You know he does this
He
now.
does.
Sadly, Ryan wins. 76.6 million.
That's a big
Made-
ass hit.
Yeah.
71 million
Gross.
profit.
Yeah, profit.
Yeah.
Not gross. Okay, I'm looking up Keira Knightley's early movies.
All right.
She did nothing of value really, except for she was in the Phantom Menace as fake
Oh yeah.
Queen
it's
Padme.
Yeah.
She was fake Queen Padme, so that doesn't really count. She's in some TV movies.
Jonathan Rhys-Meyer was in The Tudors and Vikings.
Oh, he's in Vikings? That's still going
plays
on, isn't it?
Bishop Haymond from 2017 to 2019.
Oh, so that bishop dead. He died in that show. Spoiler alert. Yeah, Keira Knightley's was doing stuff, but nothing
Yeah.
super popular. It was all after
This
this.
dude has
Yeah, that's
played
true.
like main people. Like he's been Elvis, he's been Dracula, but it doesn't look like in important things. Um,
Oh well, she was Elizabeth Swan the very next year. Like
Right.
Pirates of the Caribbean.
This
came
launched.
out
This
the next
launched
year.
it. I think
So,
this
yeah.
launched her career, kind of.
yeah, I don't
All
know.
right.
Well, yeah, I don't know.
More games to play.
Yeah, I don't know when I'm going to play the other game because it's not a
Even-
hard in like normal. Yeah, this is the one I'm going to do. So we'll come back to that. We'll come back to
Okay.
that.
All right.
So
I made a real dumb move, so I cheated to win the second time by going
$1.
$1
$1 over.
under.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had to do it. I'm sorry.
So it's been at Lake Beckham. It has, as we've discussed, very little to do with David Beckham.
Pretty much
other
nothing.
than he was a popular, very popular soccer player at the time.
And he could bend the ball. Like that's about it.
Can't all soccer players
Pretty
bend
much.
the ball?
Yes. Yeah. But he had a like the way he whipped crosses in, put some serious like it made it hard for the keepers to decide whether or not to come try to claim the cross.
Okay.
So
he was actually good, even though
Oh,
you,
yeah,
you
he's-
hate him.
I don't enjoy him. No.
So it has nothing to do with him, but we open the movie on him playing football, and he crosses over, and he passes it to Jess Minder,
For a touchdown?
a young Indian British woman.
You said football. I'm sorry. He threw it for a touchdown?
Yes,
Okay.
as you do. And we see quickly this is a daydream. It's interrupted by her mother, who tells her like, "What are you doing? Stop in your weird, creepy room where you like to look at men playing soccer." Bald men. They keep saying how bald he is. They love to talk about
Yeah.
David Beckham being bald because he has short hair.
Yeah.
Her sister, named Pinky, is getting engaged. So that's what you need to be concentrating on.
Mm-hmm.
Makes the two of them go shopping, so they just run around town going to every store. It looks boring. We then flash over to Keira Knightley, who plays Jules, and her mom, who are also shopping. And her mom basically says, "Your boobs are too small. You need to wear a nice bra."
Ooh.
We then go back to Jess, and they run into her friend Tony on the street. And her sister's like, "He's really into you." And she's like, "No, we're just buds." And this will go on for a while. We then see that Jess plays soccer. She does some playing with the boys.
Mm-hmm.
She's in the park with Tony and his friends playing football, which, Wally, that means soccer.
Yes.
In England,
thank you.
that means soccer.
Is that-
thank you.
is that it?
I had no idea.
That's
I was-
why
I was a little
No,
lost for a
Thank you
minute.
for clarifying that.
So she's playing soccer.
For Wally. I mean, we knew it.
Obviously.
Right. It's also called a pitch, Wally.
Yeah.
I like how we're-
They'll get soccer kits later.
I like how we're doing this
Kits
on
and
the
boots.
day that the
Boots.
World Cup happened in the Americas tied.
Where am I?
Wales.
Where my U.S. kit?
Did you
right now.
you follow this game at all, Ryan, what was going on?
I saw that they were up 1-0 and didn't win.
I listened/watched it. Wow, you were following.
I
You're a big
could not. I
football
was
fan,
at
right?
fucking work, and I'm not
Oh.
allowed to have my phone
So
on.
you didn't watch it, even though you considered
could
You
not.
yourself.
should watch
I
your
literally-
own
I-
game.
I will. I actually took Friday off from work, so I'm going straight to Beer Garden to watch.
I am off
versus
Friday
England.
also, but I feel like I have something to do.
And then for my new job, I told them I could start December 1st. That way I could watch the final group stage game and then have a day to recover.
I see.
So yeah.
That's important. You need
Exactly.
that day to recover.
So while she's playing with the boys, Jules straight up creeps her out, just stares from a distance and watch her play soccer.
Mm-hmm.
Jess goes home. She's having a full-on conversation with her David Beckham poster.
She does this a lot.
She does.
Yeah.
She
She talks to Beckham.
consults
To Becks.
with the Becks.
Becks.
Dad walks in now, and he seems nice, but also he doesn't care about soccer at all, and says like,
Yeah.
"You have to come help get ready for this stupid engagement party."
Hang up these dumb lights. That had to be depressing when they take down the stupid dumb lights
Yeah.
and then put them back up.
So we have an engagement party. She's miserable. Obviously, didn't want to be there. So we then go back to the park the next day. She's playing soccer with the boys again. Jules again is creeping on her, and this time actually approaches her and says, "Hey, you're pretty good. Come try out for the Hounslow Harriers."
Not a real team.
Oh no,
No.
What a name.
local women's team.
What is this? Is this just like anybody can play? Is this like high
It's-
school?
No.
What is this?
It seems like semi-pro.
Okay.
It's the
Like a
Troy's Fighting Irish of soccer,
the Troy's,
Yeah, probably.
the amateurs.
but with women.
because where they're not in college.
No.
Well,
Is he in college?
I've
is
wa-
coach,
this, all right. I was going to
is
ask
coach
later,
in
but
college?
how old are the coach Joe and these two girls? How old are they?
So I feel like the two
Like-
girls are like supposed to be like 18, 19, something
Because
like
they
that.
They are
ended up
not-
talking
they're
about
not-
going to college.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
not going to college yet. Right?
Yeah. So like 17, 18 maybe. But he for sure. Oh, that's a nice goal. from
He's
Tim
not.
Weah.
He is not 19. He's
no,
a coach.
he already had a
the hockey
small
assist on
career.
that goal is excellent.
Yeah. He already had a small career and
Right, but he also seems to have
out.
known Jules for a long time.
yeah.
Like, were they buds or was he like her babysitter?
It's hard to tell, but he's just super creepy.
Yeah. But before he's super creepy, we meet Joe. He's Jonathan Reesmeyer, who did stuff apparently.
Was in lots of things.
Yep. He's the coach. And Jules says like you gotta like check her out. She's really good, but he does not take her seriously. at first 'cause-
I do have to check her out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But shouldn't he have
Oh,
cleats?
but
So he's not
soccer?
impressed.
Oh, I have to watch soccer. Oh, okay, sorry.
He's so creepy in
Yeah.
this the entire time.
He's so creepy.
Very quickly though, he sees she's good, so he's like, "Hey, like, come hang out." Then he knows that she's young enough that he says, "What do your parents think of you playing?"
Yeah.
She's like, "Oh, it's fine. Don't worry about it." So she's on the team.
Mhm.
Jules talks to her and says, "Yeah, like there's supposed to be a scout coming to check me out. I might even be able to go to America and play sometime."
'Cause
They
that's-
actually have professional leagues over there.
Yep, that's when the WUSA was in existence.
Mia Hamm makes not really a cameo, but there's video of Mia Hamm
And Brandy, like
And
all
Brandy,
those
Yep.
and,
99ers.
and
Yeah.
the veterans that
It
were
did-
like the half generation.
It did
before
make
them.
me sad. I'm like, oh, this league fails.
Yeah, yeah.
This isn't as good as you
This
make it
is-
out to be.
This is the first women's professional league
Yeah.
in the
There's no Portland
US.
Thorns at this time.
your
Unfortunately,
team. Your team. You think that the Portland Thorns were around that long?
I can't remember when they started. They have been around longer than
For
you think.
several leagues?
Not
Oh
this-
no, 2012.
Yeah.
So they were.
a decade away.
Oh,
They were founded for.
I could have sworn they were in-
NWSL.
yeah, I could have sworn they were.
They were a
one
holdover.
of the- yeah.
Yeah.
What was the second one? WPS. I thought they were a WPS team.
Okay, so let's see. We meet Jules and her family. Dad is supportive of her and like it practices in the yard. Mom hates that she plays football and basically says, "How are you ever going to get a guy if you're like bigger and stronger than they are?" And they get into a big fight about how her mom just seems to want her to get married, and that's all. That's her lot in life.
Mm-hmm.
We go to the next day. They're getting suited up for a game. Jess is very uncomfortable about getting changed in the locker room. And she wants to wear pants, which the coach says, like, absolutely not. I want to see you not in pants.
Let me see those thighs. Oh, I'm sorry for the
Now,
game. For
I
the
thought
game, for
at
the
first this was like a cultural thing. She wasn't
Yeah.
comfortable being like
Right,
around women
right.
in their sports bras and stuff.
Yeah.
Turns out it's because she has a burn on her leg, which apparently is a real thing.
Yeah.
The actress actually has burns
Mm.
and was afraid it was going to cost her the role, and they actually wrote it into the movie, which I
Yeah.
think is kind of cool.
Yeah.
That's a
Um,
good scene.
Yeah. So Joe goes over to see why she won't come out to practice. She's like, "This is why I got burned when I was a kid." And he's like, "Oh, I got scars from having surgery. It's all good. No one cares." And she very quickly is over first. She
Yeah.
goes out in place. And then even like when she goes back around the guys, doesn't care, doesn't cover it up.
He says, if you play good, nobody's going to give a shit.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yep.
With the guy, when she goes back to hang
They
out
make
with the
fun of
guys,
her.
yeah, really jerks.
They make fun of her.
They
and
are.
she
They
just
make
is
fun
like,
of her,
fuck
but
you.
she doesn't care at this point. Yeah,
Yeah.
she's fine with it. Very quickly, we see that she's one of the better players on the team. Everybody seems to love her.
Mm-hmm.
But her mom catches her not only playing in the park with the boys, but she has shorts on, and one of them picks her up. So she is disgusted. Says, "You're too old for this. You're not playing soccer anymore. I'm going to teach you how to be an Indian woman. You're going to learn how to cook an Indian meal,"
Mm-hmm.
which she hates.
Mhm.
Her friend Tony basically says, "Who cares? Just keep playing anyways. What's she going to do?"
He
He's
says like every
Your sister has been sneaking out to be with boys forever.
yeah, every Indian person just lies and sneaks out.
Yeah.
Just do that.
So while she's in the park, Jules creeps up on her again, and everything's good. She's going to keep playing.
Mm-hmm.
Tony and Jules have talked her into it. We go to a game. Jess is good, helps the team win. She scores a goal, has an assist. I think she has a cross for Jules, maybe.
Yeah.
But she has to hide it, so we see her like practicing her soccer while she's cooking in the kitchen,
She's
playing
like,
hacky sack with a
Yeah, hacky sacking a lettuce head.
yeah. Cabbage, I'm pretty sure, but
Okay.
Yes.
Sorry. Whatever.
Jules
Pitch,
again.
kit, uniform,
Yeah.
field.
The woodwork. Jules again is like, "Scout's coming to see me. We're gonna go to America. This is gonna be fun." Pinky, the sister, finds out that this is what she's doing, but she says like, "All right, like I'll help you cover for it. Whatever, no big deal." So then Jess is like, "Hey, I got to get new shoes for the wedding, aka give me money so I can buy cleats." Obviously, this doesn't go well. They very quickly find her cleats.
Of course.
Again, they say, "Hey, stop playing soccer."
Mm-hmm.
That's the whole conversation. So she's playing soccer anyways. She gets yelled at and has to run laps at practice. So she does, and she runs even though she is injured for about 1 minute.
Why is she
Yeah.
injured? Yeah, this is bad.
And Joe says, like, "You're pushing yourself too hard." And she's like, "You told me to do it."
Yeah.
So they bond, and he gets to touch her feet.
Is that what this is all about?
Yep.
Is this what has to go into the dating repertoire for you?
You make a girl run laps? It's been a while
And then-
since we
and then touch
it's-
her feet.
It's been about 6 weeks since we've added to the dating app.
It
I
has
actually
been a
had
while.
I had like a thing pop in my head, and I was like, "All right, if you get married ever someday, I have to tell this story about how you met your future wife." Of like, "Oh well, he winked at her at a bar, and then he held her hand, then he said, 'Let's move in together,' and then it all worked
And then he
out."
walks away to the door, but then he turns around and goes
Yeah.
back and kisses her.
Yeah, then it all worked out. That's if you need to find somebody, do it. Build it.
Apparently, build a boat is in there as well.
Build
That's
a
how
boat.
Build a boat is how you
Yeah.
keep them.
Rookie of the year. Build a boat.
right.
Build a boat.
After the successful first date on a roof, you then build a boat to keep her interested.
I do have to be honest. If you told a person, "Yo, I built a boat," and you really did,
Yeah,
that's
an
pretty
in.
impressive.
That is an
that
in.
is an
If you-
actual
not
yeah.
like the trash boat that the Rookie of the Year people made.
Well, yeah.
A real boat, you're in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. I'm not good at stuff though, so that
That's
probably
a
wouldn't
problem.
work.
That's a problem.
So they're still playing soccer. Jess goes over to Jules' house, meets her mom, and her mom's basically like, "Oh, you're lucky that you're Indian because your mom can just find you a husband for you."
Yeah.
And she's like,
And,
"Oh,
and boss
okay."
you around. You'll listen to your mom.
Then they're out gallivanting, and Jess's parents-in-law to be see her hanging out with Jules.
Mm-hmm.
Go to her house and say, "We saw your daughter making out with some English guy,
Right.
so we're calling off this marriage to your other daughter.
Yeah.
You've disgraced both our families."
Ooh.
Jess is like, "No, that was my friend Juliet. We were not kissing. We were just standing at a bus stop." So, okay.
Those English girls and their short hair.
Yep.
She didn't even have that short of a hair.
Nope.
But
Meanwhile, her sister straight up goes, "Oh, it's because she's hanging out with these," I think she says, "dykey lesbian soccer players."
ouch.
She's like, she plays soccer, by the way.
Yeah.
Don't be mad at me. She plays soccer.
Yeah.
Good sister. So they, again, forbid her from playing. So she actually doesn't play for a couple of days. So Joe says to Jules, "Where is your friend?" And then when he finds out she's in trouble, he gets dressed up nice and
Mhm.
goes over to sweet talk the parents,
Mm.
get them on board, Does not work.
Nope.
They are not interested. Dad
No.
tells about how he was very good at cricket in India, came to England, and shockingly, they were racist towards him,
Yeah.
and they wouldn't let him play. So he says, basically, I'm protecting her from similar things.
Hmm.
So then, as he's leaving, he basically says to Jess, hey, we have a game in Germany. You should just come anyways.
Mm-hmm.
Like a responsible person.
Yep.
We came in Germany, just come.
So she does, and then for some reason, she trusts Pinky to cover for her again.
Yeah.
So
Right.
she goes. They have a big game, but then Jess blows it for the whole team by missing a PK. And they lose. But whatever, we're in Germany, let's go party. So
You
they
ever-
do.
Mm-hmm.
You ever miss a PK, Wally?
I was lucky enough not to take them.
Ah, they're easy.
I would not. I would never ever want to take, especially like. In
That's
a
the
shootout.
attitude that doesn't
In a
get you
shootout,
those,
no,
those
I would
chances.
not. I would not want to be the. I played defense.
All you got to
man.
do is
Like-
hit the top corner. It doesn't matter if they know where you're going.
I played defense, man. All the reins.
I was not the one who was trying to ever score.
All you got to do is hit the top corner.
Yeah,
you
of
hit
course.
the top corner, they can't stop it, even if they know where you're going.
because it's so easy to do.
With
though.
that
You're right.
attitude, you're
correct.
never
Thank
gonna
you.
make it.
Well,
You're right.
I accept. I am correct.
If he had a coach, the quality of
Jurgen?
Jurgen Klinsmann,
I'll just
maybe
say,
he could have made it.
in the first round
God.
of the Olympics, of the World Cup, you know who doesn't tie?
Oh my god.
Jurgen.
Jurgen wins and gets us out of the.
Jurgen
Jurgen
wins.
made it so we didn't make the fucking World Cup. You. I hate
Jurgen
you.
got us to the
I'm
knockouts.
going to walk out of
He
here.
Jurgen got us to the knockouts.
He wasn't the
he
coach
didn't.
when they
He
got
did.
when they didn't make it. He wasn't the coach.
He set us up for the failure.
He did not set us up.
Oh
Or-
my lord.
Greg with 3 G's. Thanks for tying Wales, a country that hasn't even been there in 58
Greg with
years.
3 G's.
I hate you guys so much.
You've thrown me off. What were you even talking about?
Sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Who
We're going to
knows?
Germany. We go out celebrating. They get drunk for the first time. It's very confusing what's going on.
Yeah, like
They go to a club
this is bizarre.
So,
and
this
somehow they're
entire-
drinking.
Yep.
The entire scene is bizarre. No, isn't the
but are they old enough to drink? I don't
so they
know.
must
yeah,
be
if-
18.
If, you're 18, you can drink.
So
Are they 18?
Yeah, I
Think.
don't know.
Anyways, Joe's like, oh, look at that. She's drunk. Let me go hit on her.
Yeah.
Oh,
They almost kiss. Jules catches them before they do and is pissed anyways.
Yep.
And she knows.
you're missing a huge thing that just captivated me.
What?
When they're like, "Come dance with us, coach,"
Oh yeah.
which is so
Well, she-
awkward.
She's been.
You're the
Jules-
coach!
Jules has been like
Yeah,
on
Jules-
him. All,
and Jess
like,
knows this stuff.
Super into him.
It
the whole
has
movie.
his picture framed in her bedroom,
Yeah.
and then he gets asked to dance, and the dance when he dances with Jules, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
His dance moves are ridiculous. He goes clubbing.
And he basically pushes her aside, though, so he can chase Jess.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which is just weird.
Like, literally pushes her aside.
This movie is fucking weird.
But yeah, so Jules is mad because not only does she not like this, but Jess, her BFF, knows this.
She also Jess said, "Do you like Coach?" Like, are you
She does
trying-
say no.
and she says no. He's like a weirdo now,
Yeah.
which is code for yes, I definitely like him.
Yeah.
This time, there's a photo in the newspaper of the team getting ready to go to Germany. So her parents catch her again,
Mhm.
and once again tell Jess stop playing soccer.
Yep.
And that's it. That's the whole thing. We find out Joe's going to get promoted. He might get to coach the men's team. But then,
Assistant coach.
yes.
Yeah.
But then, along with this good news, we also find out that his dad is a wanker.
Mm-hmm.
Bollocks.
Yes. Jess goes over to try to make up with Jules, who is mad at her still and is not interested. So they get into just a tiny argument. So obviously this means that they are a lesbian couple, and Mom starts crying. Hates the fact that her daughter might be gay.
Yeah.
Legitimately is crying.
Mm-hmm.
This movie is
There's so
Has-
much plot in this movie.
There's
like,
there's
way more than I was expecting.
like there's pieces of this movie that are great, truly great, and then there's this.
Yes.
yeah.
Well, to pile on top of this, we find out in the next scene that her friend Tony is not into her because he's gay.
Yep.
And even she says, "You can't be gay. You're Indian."
Yeah.
It's like, oh, what? Still gay.
There's got to be an article somewhere about this movie and how fucked up it is with
Yeah.
LGBT.
Now,
Like even like the lesson that is learned, like I can understand like the parent
yeah,
like learning the lesson of like, oh, it's okay if people are gay. No, that parent does not learn that
Nope.
lesson.
Nope.
Nope.
No.
I will also say though,
Nope.
if we were watching this in 2003,
Oh, I
our
get it.
attitudes would have been much different.
100%. But it
But
doesn't hold
it's
up
not
in,
good,
in
yeah.
those
No.
ways.
Yes. So somehow again, Jess fools her parents and goes to play soccer. Dad finds out though, and so now he actually goes to watch her play. Goes and sneaks in and sits in the crowd. So of course this is the game where Jess gets red carded. She starts shoving a girl who basically says some real racist things to her, and she doesn't like it.
Mm-hmm.
So Joe yells at her, but then also comforts her. And this is a weird scene where she's like, Joe, you don't know what it's like. And he's like, I'm Irish. I know exactly what it's like. Okay. Being Irish in England, I'm sure you get yelled at and made fun of, but also you're a white guy. It's
Yeah.
not the same.
It's really not the same.
Yeah.
But they hug to comfort, obviously, just for comfort. Dad sees this, doesn't like that either.
How many times do you get hugged by a coach, Wally?
Wow, he can't count. Look at him still going.
0?
He's making stacks at 9 in his life.
Stacks of 9.
I count them faster that way.
You do your pile of 9 and I'll do mine.
So we go home. Everyone's mad until we get home and find out that Teet, her sister's boyfriend,
Right.
it's back on. Our kids are sad, so why not let them get married, I guess. So now
who's the one she's fooling around with in the car?
Yeah.
that is him, I think.
That is
her
him?
husband.
That's her
Okay.
soon to be. I'm pretty sure, yes.
Okay.
So we find out though that because they're trying to get everything back on, they got to just take what they can get, and the wedding's going to be on the day of the big game. So at this point, Jess tries to say to her dad, like, "Not that day," and he's like, "Too bad.
Yeah.
You have to go to your sister's wedding." Which, all right.
I just don't give a fuck.
We get a check-in with Jewel. She's still mad, but we find out the coach was in Germany. He liked it. He's going to come watch this
the
big
scout.
game again.
Scout.
So maybe they can still go to, or maybe Jules still gets to go to America. But Jess says she can't play in the game. Jules hates this. I came over to recruit you and be friends again, and now I hate you again. We find out though that Jules, her mom's learning to not be homophobic, and she's even gonna learn how to enjoy soccer.
Oh, she's going to learn soccer. She doesn't give a fuck about
Well, we think
homophobia.
we think that she's not homophobic at this point.
Oh,
Yeah,
boy.
I guess.
Oh, boy.
Then we get a wedding scene, and Punjabi, jeez Louise.
Speaking of racist,
Wow.
Punjabi.
Sikh
We
weddings.
know how to say this. We watch wrestling for years.
Punjabi prison.
Yeah, right.
Punjabi Sikh weddings look nuts.
It looks
looks
so
like
fun.
a
I would
lot
like
of
to
fun.
attend
The
more.
most
Yeah.
fun. The most fun.
Jess though is miserable, in part because she wants to play soccer, but also in part because this one dude keeps molesting her,
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
all the
right.
adults seem to be into it because maybe they'll get married now.
Yeah.
Is that the same guy that gets in a fight with the cameraman at some point and it makes no sense?
It might be. I'm not sure. I know
That was-
A weird ass scene that doesn't need to
Like
be in
2
there.
minute long
Yeah,
scene.
it goes
for
on
no
forever.
reason.
Why is he fighting the cameraman and taking his camera?
So best friend Tony's like, "Hey, you want to go play? Then go play. Like there's hundreds of
just
people here.
go.
Yeah.
No one will even know. Go play and come back."
You look like you're at my funeral.
Yeah.
I want you to come back with a smile on your face.
Yeah.
That's
So
what
then
Get
she
out
talks
of
to
here.
dad.
That's what
Dad
Dad
tells
says.
her like, "Fine, just go.
Oh yeah.
Just
Okay.
go."
Just go. Fucking
So
Christ.
Jess shows up. She plays the second half. She gets a chance, and on a set piece, she bends it like Beckham.
Goalie.
free
over
kick.
her own family.
The goalie is in the stupidest spot. She sets up
She's
her
guarding the post.
She sets up her wall to guard her near post, and then you go to your far post. That's how.
I mean,
that's what a wall is supposed to do. You don't
it's like
set
in
it up.
baseball when you just put everyone on one side because you scout it out and you know that's where they're going to hit it.
Jesus Christ.
I hate you.
So she bends it like
I hate
Beckham,
you.
hits a goal, gets the win. Then the team helps her get dressed back up in her gear, sends her back to the wedding. Jess and Jules are BFFs again. Winning solves a lot of things, which is true.
Yep.
A
Well, they did talk to each other.
little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
So then Jules says, "I'm going to go to Jess's wedding or her sister's wedding and like hang out You know?
Oh boy, that must mean.
After the game, like they gave each other the little side cheek kiss thing, and so her mom saw it and she's like, "Oh no,
Yeah.
my daughter's a lesbian. Oh no."
So she goes to said wedding, and mom comes to get her back, to take her back from Jess, that evil lesbian.
She brings her to the wedding.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Only
And
so
then-
she can.
yeah. Make
and
sure
then
that
she
Make sure
sees
she-
that a lesbian is wearing her shoes.
yes.
And loses her mind. And everyone's very confused as to what's even happening.
Wait, I love it. Lesbian. Her birthday's in March. I thought she was a Pisces.
But it turns out they're not lesbians. She just has a terrible, terrible mother.
Mm-hmm.
Who then, when she's like, "Mom, I'm not gay. I just like to play soccer." Then mom's like, "Oh, it wouldn't even matter. I wouldn't even care if you were."
Yeah.
Like a
she
terrible
doesn't.
human.
Yeah, she doesn't care about lesbians. Only her daughter can't be a lesbian. Oh boy.
But she does, though, say, by the way, the coach wants us both to go to America. We're both being recruited.
Oh boy.
Full ride and everything.
Yep.
So she tells us to Tony, and he's like, "So go." I can't, obviously. So he goes, "All right, I got your back."
I can't
goes
go
in.
unless I'm married.
Yeah. Goes in, makes an announcement, and says, Jess and I are going to get married, but she has to go to college first, wherever she wants. And they're like, whatever. But she's getting married, whatever. Do whatever you want. And then she says, like, no, I'm sick of lying. I just want to go play soccer. Free ride to school. I want to go to America and play. People are sad, but then, of course, Dad has a change of heart. And he basically says, I didn't want you to play because I didn't play. I quit playing cricket, and I realized I just punished myself.
Mhm.
So if you want to play, go play. So she's very happy. She goes to tell Joe, "Hey, I'm going to go to America." He straight up tries to kiss her, and this is where I was like, "How old are these two? This is so bothersome."
Why is this happening?
and now he says-
also says like, "I'm quitting the women's team, so I can do it."
No, he says, I'm not your coach anymore.
So
Because
now-
you're going, like, I'm
So
not your coach.
now
It's
I
okay.
definitely can do it.
Yeah.
Gross, dude.
She turns him down in the worst way possible. She's like, "No," and then says, "I'm already going to America to play soccer. My parents couldn't handle me dating a white guy."
Ooh.
So not great, but she turns him down. So we go to the airport. They're getting ready to go. Jess and her family, Jules and her family. The parents meet. They all are happy. Joe shows up, and he says, "Hey, listen, they offered me a job on the men's team. Turned it down. The women are going pro. So maybe if I can afford it after you guys get trained up, you can come back here and play for me." And then he smooches her.
Yep. And then we get the fake David Beckham.
So I guess we're going to do a long distance thing, and everyone seems okay with it all of a sudden.
Yeah, I guess.
For her parents who don't know.
I would think that Jules might be bothered by this, but she still is not, apparently.
She's over it.
She's like, "All right, you're just a bad friend, I guess."
Oh.
I guess that's how it's going to be. Yes, David Beckham shows up with
Nope.
Posh Spice.
Nope.
At the airport.
Nope.
It has nothing to
Movie
do.
is
Even-
called.
They just
Bend it-
walk by. Not even by. They're
Yeah.
in a different part of the
They're
airport.
in
Yeah.
like the third floor.
Yep.
We go home and we find out that Sister Pinky is pregnant, which cool, I guess. I don't know why that's important. And then Joe is playing cricket with Jess's dad, so everybody's friends.
So it's all good.
Oh, I didn't do my other thing. I forgot to.
You didn't do your thing.
Okay. Well, do you want to do that now?
Yeah.
Why not?
Okay. Let's see. I think I got it ready.
You got it?
Do-do-do.
Men That Like Beckham has no David Beckham in it.
No, he makes two. They show him twice, but one it's just a clip of him playing soccer, and one allegedly it's not even
Fake,
him.
It's not even him.
Fake him.
I did like that when they were thinking of releasing it in the U.S., they were toying with the idea of changing the title to "Move It Like Mia."
Oh, really?
Okay.
Yeah, because they felt like not enough people in America would know what "bend it" means, and then they don't know who Beckham is. So
Yeah.
at the time,
That's
so
fair.
I mean,
People did know
Pretty fair.
Beckham, though, because he got married to Posh
Yeah.
Spice and all that.
yeah.
Also, apparently they did have to go through and a bunch of times dub over football, soccer,
Yeah.
soccer.
Ouch.
Okay, so I have an image in the thing for you to see.
You got a guy?
So there wasn't a lot of stuff. You could buy a million different versions of the movie, including one guy who was selling just the DVD, no case,
Just the disc.
just the disc.
Is this a fake?
No. Oh, kick it like Beckham, it says.
Yeah.
Kick it like Beckham.
And
So-
it's got two girls who look like them, but
But,
it's clearly not the two of them.
Well,
the jerseys aren't even the same.
so the other thing that you could find a lot of, though, were posters of Keira Knightley in just her sports bra. Lots of that on
I was
eBay.
gonna say, I was watching this with my son, and I had to pause it a couple times. I'm like, there's an awful lot of sexy stuff going on in this movie.
17 in this movie.
So there's like ladies in their underwear, ladies getting changed, ladies dancing at the club.
Yeah.
None of it's bad,
Right.
but it's also a little racy.
Yeah.
A little bit racy.
Well, you can buy
where is
those.
this going to go? Is it going to get worse or is it going to get better?
Well, you can buy
Depending on what I want
that
to see.
image on an 8x10 for your son if you like.
I don't want to do that. Nope.
Okay, so this particular one is called Keira Knightley hand-signed full signature Bend It Like Beckham photo rare.
Rare.
Okay, description. Keira Knightley hand-signed full signature Bend It Like Beckham photo rare.
Rare.
Inscribed to Karsten, this
Who?
vintage autograph of Keira Knightley was signed in 2003.
That's not even Kira.
It's not.
Look at her.
Why would she sign this?
With her distinct handwriting, it's guaranteed authentic and 2-pass TPA. Guaranteed
So
2-pass.
it hasn't passed yet.
Oh.
But it will, guaranteed. This is a gorgeous full signature of Keira Knightley, and she also inscribed it best wishes, which is incredibly uncommon considering in-person signatures are usually a slight squiggle at best.
My God.
Please message with any questions. Thank you.
Best wishes is uncommon? That's the most common.
It also says Karsten,
Yeah.
which
Some
adds
doofus's
to
name.
value.
No, it doesn't. It takes the value down.
Now, normally I wouldn't do this.
Okay.
I want to give you guys a hint.
Oh,
It's a small one.
okay.
All right.
So whatever the number is that has popped into your head,
Uh-huh.
it's more than that. It's all. It's more than that number.
Oh no.
That's the part of the eBay wars is that these people on eBay value
Are
their shit
Crazy.
insanely. So give me who
hold
has to
on,
go
hold
guess?
on.
Who has to guess first? Sorry.
Oh, condition used.
What did you use it for, guy?
I have to go first because I have a commanding 3-1 asterisk.
Asterisk.
Come on.
I'm going to say you said
Whatever
More
you
than
thought, it
that.
was more than that.
all right. I'm gonna say $150. $150.
Did you get that fly?
I don't think
We've been going all night trying to get this fly. 150. I'm not gonna. Let's do gentleman game. I'm gonna say 225.
225.
Okay.
Well, Ryan, you win.
Damn it.
You're not real close.
What? $500.
Do you care to venture a second?
500. That seems really high. I would say 350.
Well, you would win the second round, Wally. Still not there. but
What?
Are you
Price,
kidding me?
U.S. $650.
What in what world is Kira? All right, look, do a little research project because we're not.
It's
all-
also it says kick it like Beckham. It doesn't even
yeah,
say bend
it's
it
not
like
the right fucking movie. It's not her.
Yeah.
What do you mean it's not her?
That's not
That
her.
is not her.
What do you-
That is
she's-
not her.
She's a tallish white woman. What do you mean it's not her?
All right, do me a favor. Do me a favor, real quick.
Okay.
What was this again? 600?
In $50.
650. All right. Google a Keira Knightley autograph from just any other movie. What is that going for? Does she not sign things? Is that why?
$40.
Oh no, she signs plenty because there were other signatures on here.
She signs plenty of stuff, but this is just abnormally expensive,
Yes.
and it's not even a real poster.
Oh,
It's
here's
not.
one.
It's not even her.
Bend it like Beckham. Keira Knightley, bra top, bare midriff. That's the description.
what? Is it signed?
No. Nope.
Oh God, I would hope not. Keira Knightley, what's she done in the last 7 years? Has she done a lot? She was in all the pirate movies.
She was in the
Yep.
Pirates.
Right?
Yep.
She's in all the pirate movies. What else has she been doing? She's
Um,
out of the stream of consciousness for me. Right?
She did Pride and Prejudice back in 2005.
Okay, sure.
Oh, you know what? She did the Imitation Game movie with
Yeah.
Benny Cumberbatch.
Benny Cumberbatch. That's what they call him.
That was an
His
okay
close
movie.
personal friends call him Benny.
But she was good in it, but it was an okay movie.
Benny
2012, she did Anna Karenina.
Okay.
Karenina.
But that's 2012.
Yeah, it's
She's done a lot recently.
She hasn't done a lot lately.
All right. Time for Stats and Goofs
Let's do some stats and goofs.
or Quote Mountain. I guess it's time for Quote Mountain according to this list. I don't know if there's any quote. quotes for
there
this.
is one that I liked,
Okay. All
and
right.
it's because it's a soccer, like it's a inside joke.
It's a soccer thing.
Yeah. So Jess says, "I'm sorry I missed that penalty, coach," and he responds, "It's okay. Losing to the Jerrys on penalties comes natural to you, English. You're part of tradition now," and that made me laugh hard.
Okay.
That made me laugh hard.
When's the last time England won a World Cup?
One of the 60s.
Not since the 60s.
1860s thing. One of the 60s.
1860s. All right, Stats and Goofs. There's a lot of stuff of them messing up just the movie in general because the budget's so short, so small. There's a part where Jess and her mom, or not Jess, Jules and her mom talk. Their mouths aren't moving.
Yeah.
Jess takes a shot and her jersey's on backwards or something at one point.
Do you see, Wally, the one when Jess takes the free kick, the goal kick behind her wall?
Yes. Thank you.
Oh, there's one where she's wearing her new shoes before she's bought them.
Oh.
She's bought them. Yeah. There's a lot of weird stuff like that.
Yeah, it's just
Cars are never right.
just a
in
lot
any
of
movie.
like continuity stuff. There's a crew
Also,
member
all
in the back seat
actual
of the
soccer
car.
scenes are weird. Like they're real cut up.
Yeah.
Right. The soccer is weird in this movie.
I mean, it's so hard to actually
Here's a question. for
film
you.
stuff.
Here's a question I had. They get recruited by Santa Clara University.
Yeah.
Is this team actually a team? Is
Yes.
it any good?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, good.
They have a pretty storied tradition. Of being
I
up
wasn't
there.
sure because
Yeah.
I only follow professional women's football, not college.
Someone has taken. Someone's like her sister has only been married for 2 or 3 months, and she's 8 months pregnant.
Yeah.
This is not possible. That sort of thing is very possible.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's from the car sex, right?
Yeah.
If that was her boyfriend,
Yeah.
husband, or was that another guy? I don't know.
I honestly thought it was another guy.
I thought it was another guy.
That's because you're racist.
No, it's because
No, because we didn't see the guy. You see the back of his head, and you see her in like her
yeah.
airline outfit. You don't really see the guy.
I think that it's supposed to be him.
They just can't. They can't have sex because they're not married yet.
That's
One
what
other
both stuff's for.
one other thing about this movie is every time you see Keira Knightley, she's wearing a shirt with a number on it, like a nondescript number. She's wearing a shirt for 95% of this movie that says 1969.
Really?
Yes. And then there's another part of the movie where she's wearing a shirt that says 3. Just a shirt that says 3 on it. It's not like a jersey. It's just a shirt. Very bizarre. There's positive things about this movie, but
Yeah.
The
Some-
message is
some
ultimately
negatives.
good. It's about
Yeah.
acceptance and following your dreams.
yeah, those are all good. Those
But
things
it's
are all good.
and like the dad is a mostly likable character.
Sure.
Yeah.
A lot of hateable characters.
A lot
A lot of hateable characters.
Like even Jess. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bros before hoes.
The
What are
two
you doing?
dads are likable. The two moms are not likable.
Sure.
Oh yeah. I like the other guy too. I forgot about him.
Alan.
Where he's teaching his wife
Did you say
the
Alan?
the
Here's
offside
this-
rule.
That's his name, Alan.
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 Oh, so good. Jurassic.
Alan.
Jurassic.
Still got to
Talk
see the
coming back.
we got to see the last one still.
Is that? Wait, no, that's already out, right? That.
Yeah.
It was out of theaters already.
Okay. All right.
I think the ghost said is that joke even available anymore? 16 episodes we haven't talked about the ghost at all. I think he said it was one of the worst movies I've ever seen. He hated it. He hated it. All right.
I mean, you shouldn't go into it with any kind of expectations
Yeah,
of
what
it
were you
being good.
expecting?
Like,
All right. Where are we? We did Quote Mountain. We did Stats and Goose. Who's the most valuable player of this movie?
Jules' dad.
Jules' dad.
No.
Tony?
I like Tony, but
Her dad? Jess's dad? Jules?
Jules?
maybe Jules.
Jules?
The team captain? She seemed likable.
There's a lot of most of these movies, like the main player is not the most valuable player.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is one of them.
Is Jess the most valuable player?
No.
It's except you.
They're trying to make it.
Wanna...
They're trying to make it Coach Joe, but I can't
It's
give it.
definitely not
It's
Coach Joe.
definitely not him. He's a creep.
Can't give it to him.
I actually don't think we've had a single game or movie where the
Like the
main
main
character?
actor
main
is actually the
character
most valuable
was the-
player. Yeah.
Al Michaels got a lot of talk for a while.
Al
Oh,
Michaels.
well, maybe Billy Bean and Herman Boone.
Billy Bean.
Yeah,
Brad Pitt won.
Brad Pitt won, and then
Wow.
Herman Boone wasn't the main character.
So
though.
Brad Pitt counts. So there
Oh
was
no,
that.
Coach Boone. Yeah, he was. I was
Yeah.
thinking of Coach the other one.
Yost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just saw him. Show up in
Boone or
something
Yost?
else,
Who
too.
won? Denzel won that.
Denzel won, yeah. We gave
Right.
the speech to
The
Coach
speech
Yost.
went to Yost.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
MVP
That's fair. I
wins.
think that's correct.
so maybe
Give me
Jules.
a Keira Knightley.
Yeah,
All right, Keira
I'm
Knightley.
good with
Keira
Jules.
Knightley.
Guys, you can get many a picture of her in a sports bra.
Uh,
Bare midriff, no less.
Bare midriff. Final verdict.
I liked it, but I was frustrated by it. I'm gonna give it a very sexy 6.9.
That is far too high. I feel.
Like
It had good.
What's our
moments.
worst movie though? It's not even close to our worst movie.
Basketball's our worst movie, and that's
Is it really?
5.5.
We give that a 5.5.
What?
Yeah.
What's wrong with us?
Wow. All right.
What's wrong with us? You see these nipples? These nipples are hard right now.
Long wanger.
Throw me cock. 6.5.
I'm gonna say 6.1.
Okay. All right, so you can still do your easy math.
Yeah.
I was waiting for 6.7. for that reason.
6.5.
Where does that
Nice.
place it?
It's
one
not.
second.
It's near the bottom.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
too low. That's too low. That's too low. It's not fair.
It's
Too low.
tied with Glory Road at 6.5. Below Rookie of the Year with 6.7. Above The Replacements with 6.1.
I don't have. I'm not. I'm okay with it being
all
tied
right,
with glory
all
hole.
right, that's fine. It's a glory
Glory
hole.
Road.
No,
Jesus.
you can't make that joke. All right, next review is on who? Me?
Yeah.
Spin the wheel, make a deal.
Okay.
Anything's available now except for. Oh my god!
What?
Reality TV star Chris Lee Knows Best sentenced 12 years in prison for bank fraud
12
and
years,
tax
that's
evasion.
so much. Hilarious.
So you're good with any movie or any sport?
Yeah, right. Because soccer's probably not going to come up, right?
There's 1 in 7 chance.
Spin it.
It's spinning. It's spinning.
6 chance, 1 in 6
and
chance.
It's slowing, and we're gonna go. Gonna go with baseball again.
Yep. This will be our 5th baseball.
Really?
One.
I mean, there's
Two,
an endless supply
three.
of baseball movies,
Yep.
but
I mean, there's so many that I
still
just...
no golf.
Still no golf. Yeah.
Really?
Still have not gotten
You
golf.
still haven't done one? There's so many baseball movies that I adore and just watch all the time, but I feel like I can't do that.
I've got a few on my list
I
here.
feel like I can't do that right now.
You know, Stand a Lot too.
No.
Thank you.
It's
Not ready.
I don't think
it's not time for.
I don't think I've seen that one.
I have not either.
Sandlot too.
I have not.
It
It's
sucks,
not. You're not
right?
pulling the. Not yet to pull the trigger.
I really want to, but it's so early in this run. I don't think we can do it.
I mean,
just
there's
wanna
plenty of
see
other
it.
good ones.
I want to see if this is available for not money.
Actually, the list of movies to watch football is my shortest right now. Even though I know there's plenty of them too.
Hold on, let me see
Oh, I
if
have to
this is
come up
available.
with a new one for my football category.
Yeah, I have one, and I don't even know if it's available. I just have one that I want to watch.
Let me just make sure this is available. Okay, it's available.
You've had a pretty good run.
We're gonna watch
It's not bad.
Mr. Baseball.
I've never seen it.
starring
Baseball.
Tom Selleck.
It's an older one, right?
Nearing the end of his career, an aging American baseball player experiences a culture clash when he's traded to a Japanese team. Tom Selleck plays with Dennis Haysbert, who's Pedro Serrano.
Ah, excellent.
So
As Pedro, I assume.
no, I don't believe so. Tom Selleck, Pedro Serrano, Mr. Baseball. It is available on Prime.
Okay. And
For free.
this is one I've not seen.
I love Tom
I don't think
Selleck.
I've heard of it.
This is a
honest.
1992
Makes
movie.
me think of baseball movie Mr. 3000. Maybe I'll put that on my list.
Yes, That's with
Bernie.
Bernie Mac,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. Because when
Is-
you said
does he
Mr.
al-
Baseball, I'm like, oh, that's the
No,
Bernie Mac movie.
no,
and then
that's not. This is the Tom Selleck
Tom
movie where he
Selleck,
goes
oh
to
my
play
God.
in Japan.
I feel like this could be good.
I love Tom Selleck, so I think it's gonna be good.
have you seen it before?
No, I haven't.
Oh,
Never seen
okay.
it, but I love Tom Selleck movies and Tom Selleck.
Back
so.
to back, no C's.
And Dennis Haysbert's in it, so you can't fucking beat that, man.
Can't,
that guy's the best. That guy's the best. All
It's
right,
in Japan. Does that mean we're gonna get Taka too?
I hope so. Taka Tanaka's putt putt.
We'll get there. So
Eventually, we're gonna get there. Eventually, I'm gonna see that movie again, which I
Yeah.
haven't seen in a long
I
fucking
think I've
time.
seen it at least 2 times. I
More than
definitely
that,
saw
we
it.
saw it in the theater. Did we see it in
I
theaters?
think we did. I'm not sure, but I think we
Major
did.
League 3, I think we saw in the theaters. Because at that point, we'd already. When did that fucking come out? Hold on. When did Major League 3 come out? Because I'm pretty sure we saw it in the theaters together.
What, the pitcher? The pitch from second base?
That's not Major-
1998.
Major League 3 was 98?
Would we have seen that movie in theaters in '98?
So that was probably a college watch then. Because I feel like
When did we watch Major League 2 all the time? Was it '98?
since I was 12, I don't know when you joined.
So
me
we
in it.
definitely fucking saw it.
we
in
definitely saw
theaters.
it.
I think we saw it in
Okay.
theaters. We had to, right?
Because I've been that was one of the movies that my dad's uncles, like my dad inherited all these VHS tapes when
Right.
his uncle died. And it was all movies taped off TV. And this is one of them, and I used to watch it all the time.
We'll get there. I'm looking up Taka
That and Short
Tanaka.
Circuit. I used to watch those too.
Also, what was it SI swimsuit edition
Oh, yeah.
behind the scenes?
Apparently, and I obviously, but apparently when he received said VHSs, he had to throw away a large amount of semi to fully pornographic movies, VHS style. And then a couple like swimsuit got like snuck through the cracks or something.
Just a couple of wet t-shirt contest movies that we'd watch. I'm looking up Taka Tanaka. Hold on. Which is funny because he's in the first movie for like 3 seconds. And he's got such a huge part in Major League 3. He's not a top player apparently in Major League 2.
What? Disagree. And he's knocked himself out for the 3rd time this week. Maybe that's better. in Japan.
Maybe that's better.
Personally, I just think he's trying to get out of the lineup.
Rue Baker's in Major League 3? I forgot
Oh
about
yeah,
that.
he goes back to the minors because he forgets how to throw.
All right, I'm looking up. Oh my God, Roger Dorn looks old.
Roger Dorn is kind of old.
Mm-hmm.
Is April too early for a Roger Dorn night?
No, he did nothing after Major League. He went back to Japan.
Okay.
All right. So it's Mr. Baseball,
All right.
starring Tom Selleck, Dennis Haysbert, and others, but not Taka Tanaka, unfortunately. All right, we'll see you next week with that one. Bend it like Beckham, Wally. Get us out of here.
It was disappointing. It was disappointing. Yeah,
Because he doesn't like soccer.
of course.
Exactly.
Yep, I hate
Bye.
soccer.